Okay, let's dive in. We're looking at the Portalfuse Weekly KB Update Report. This one's dated June 3rd, 2025.
Right, and it covers the updates from the week before, May 28th specifically. It's a good summary.
Exactly. And this deep dive, it's really for you, the seasoned Intune administrators listening in. We want to cut through the noise, get right to the technical details, and figure out what these KBs actually mean for your managed environments. Expert level stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping tabs on these weekly updates is, well, it's fundamental for planning. It helps you anticipate potential issues, fine-tune how you deploy things, and honestly just makes troubleshooting easier down the line. This report gives a good overview.
Okay, let's jump right into Windows 10 then. First up is KB 505-8481. This is a preview update for version 22H2. The OS build is Muntin 045.591 Tina.
Preview, right. So quality improvements mostly across different Win 10 editions.
Looking at the improvements, one high-impact one is the calendar flyout enhancements. It brings back the clock view with seconds displaying. I know some people miss that. And it extends the upcoming events view out to 30 days.
Yeah, that seconds thing seems small, but for some workflows it's actually important. And 30 days of visibility is just practical. Good usability update there.
Agreed. Then, medium impact, they added some descriptive text for the weather button in that same calendar feature. Minor UI thing.
Okay.
Also medium impact fixes for GDI and GDI Plus rendering. Now let's get specific. It corrects rendering for GB 180/30/2022 characters in Plane 2. That's a specific Chinese character set.
Right.
And it adjusts some character width issues too.
And that's crucial if you manage devices and regions using those characters. Bad rendering isn't just ugly, it can break usability for those users, so a necessary fix.
Definitely. And low impact, just an update to the mobile operator profiles, the Portalfuse profiles, standard stuff for mobile connectivity.
Got it.
Now, for bug fixes in this KB, there's one medium impact fix for a WinSAS account sync issue. This is about secondary account acknowledgement, particularly noted for the European Economic Area. And interestingly, the source says fixing this actually reduces server load.
Oh, that's always good to hear. An efficiency gain on the back end is a nice side effect of fixing a user-facing issue. Less strain is always better.
For sure. Now, there is a known issue. It affects CJK languages, Chinese, Japanese, Korean. Users might see blurry or unclear text in Chromium browsers, but only at 96 dpi.
Ah, okay. The common 96 dpi font rendering thing.
Yeah. And the workaround is the usual one. Increase display scaling to 125% or 150%.
Right. So a heads up for admins supporting CJK users or deploying Chrome Edge. Might need to communicate that workaround or adjust scaling policies proactively.
And just the obligatory context reminder from the source. Windows 10 support ends October 2025.
Yep, that clock is definitely ticking. Good time to be well into those migration plans if you're still on Win 10 heavily. These previews are useful, but migration's the key focus.
Availability for this preview. Microsoft Update Catalog. If you use WSUS, you need to import it manually. And critically, it's not available directly via Windows Update for Business in this preview phase.
Good to know. Catalog or manual WSUS import only for now.
All right, let's pivot over to Windows 11. We're looking at KB 505-8499. This is a preview for version 24H2, hitting OS build 26100.4202 and 26100.4193.
Only 4H2 preview. Okay. New features and quality improvements expected here.
Yep. In the improvement section, first, high impact. Enhancements to click to do. This adds intelligent text actions like summarizing, creating lists, rewriting text using keyboard shortcuts, works on AMD and Intel PCs.
Ah, the local AI stuff starting to roll out more broadly. User productivity feature mainly, but good for admins to be aware of these new interactions happening on the client.
Then medium impact. Copilot integration.
Yeah.
New Win plus C shortcut plus better voice interaction.
More Copilot. So continue thinking about your organizational policies around enabling or managing it. It's becoming more baked in.
Also medium impact. Cross-device resume. Lets you pick up OneDrive work on your PC from where you left off on mobile.
Ties into the cloud workflow. Mostly a user experience thing, but good to know it exists if sync issues pop up.
Now this next one, medium impact, is highlighted specifically for you, the administrators listening. Energy saver management. The source states IT admins can now manage energy saver settings via group policy and MDM, specifically calling out Microsoft Intune.
Okay, that is significant. Direct MDM control over energy saver settings through Intune. That gives you granular control over power profiles for battery life or energy compliance goals. Definitely a new configuration profile area to explore.
Yeah, that Intune control is a big deal. Finally, low impact improvement updates graphics management, including independent control for Dolby Vision.
All right.
Moving to the bug fixes for this Win11 KB, focusing on stability. High impact. Fixes a BitLocker blue screen error. This happened resuming from sleep or hybrid booting with BitLocker on removable drives.
Oof, yeah. A BitLocker-related BSOD on resume is serious. That's a critical fix for device stability and preventing potential data access scares. Very important.
Absolutely. Medium impact. Fixes slow rendering of early boot screens like the BitLocker pin or recovery key prompts.
This makes that pre-boot experience smoother, especially for users who hit those screens regularly. Less waiting.
Medium impact again. Addresses graphics kernel unresponsiveness in some games after upgrading to 24H2.
So, a compatibility fix for graphics issues introduced in 24H2. Good for stability in those specific scenarios.
Also, medium impact. Fixes a memory leak in the input service. This was causing increased memory use and performance issues, especially noted in multi-user setups.
Memory leaks are nasty. They just degrade performance over time. Fixing that, especially for multi-user environments like VDI, is key for consistent reliability.
And lastly, low impact. A network identification fix, ensuring proper LDAP binding checks before using loopback addresses. Niche network stability.
Okay.
And just like the Windows 10 KB, the known issue here is the same. Nodo fonts looking blurry for CJK languages at 96 DPI in Chromium browsers.
Same issue, same workaround, increased scaling. Consistency, at least.
Right. Availability for this Win 11 preview, it's under optional updates in Windows Update if users look for it. Also in the Microsoft Update catalog, changes rolled into the next security update for standard WUFB deployment.
And manual import needed for WSUS again for this preview.
Got it.
Okay, now shifting gears a bit. The report also covers several updates specifically for AI components in Windows 11 24H2. These often tie into those Copilot PCs with the specialized NPUs. A lot share the build number 1.2505, even with different KBs.
Right, getting very specific now.
Exactly. Let's group them. First, image processing AI updates. There's KB 5061852 for Qualcomm, KB 5061853 for Intel, and KB 5061854 for AMD, all rated high impact. They refine scaling info and improve foreground-background extraction from images, processor-specific, automatic delivery via Windows Update.
That processor specificity really underlines how features are getting tied to silicon.
It does. Next, KB 5061855 for the image transform AI component. High-impact improvement here is enabling users to erase foreground objects and have AI fill the background, a new capability. Also, automatic VW for applicable systems.
Interesting generative AI feature there.
Yeah. And finally, updates for Phisilica AI. That's the local language model for Copilot PCs, again, processor-specific. KB 5061856 for Qualcomm, KB 5061857 for Intel, KB 5061858 for AMD. High-impact improvement across these is better performance and efficiency for Phisilica, leveraging NPU tuning where available, also automatic via WU.
Okay.
So, summing up these AI ones. Very specific hardware-dependent boosts for AI features on Win 11 24H2 Copilot Plus machines, delivered automatically via WU, need the latest 24H2 CU. For you as admins, it means understanding certain features really depend on the hardware and get updated this way.
Got it. Okay, let's wrap with a couple of the dynamic updates affecting multiple OEs, Windows 11 24H2 and Windows Server 2025.
Right.
First is KB 5059693, a Safe OS dynamic update. Enhances WinRE, the recovery environment. The key fix, rated high impact, addresses a vulnerability where LSAS could crash during certain calls within WinRE. That could destabilize the whole recovery process.
Yeah, LSAS crashing in WinRE is bad news. You need WinRE to be stable for recovery operations, so fixing that vulnerability is really important for reliability when things go wrong with the main OS.
Exactly. The resulting improvement, medium impact, is just better overall WinRE stability. The new WinRE version is 10.0.26100.4187.
Okay.
Availability, Windows Update, Update Catalog, and WSUS. But here's a critical note from the source. No prerequisites, but once you apply this update to a Windows image, you cannot remove it.
Ooh, that's key for image management. Baked in permanently once applied, you need to be sure before integrating it into your master images.
Definitely something to note. Second multi-OS dynamic update, KB 5060614, this is a setup dynamic update, improves the setup binaries used for feature updates.
Okay.
By impact improvement.
Yeah.
Better efficiency and reliability for the setup process during feature updates on Win 11 24H2 and Server 2025. Aims for smoother installs, fewer errors, supersedes KB 5059806.
Making feature updates more reliable is always welcome. Reduces headaches during major upgrades. Good focus there.
Availability for this one. Microsoft Update Catalog and WSUS only. The source explicitly says it's not available via Windows Update. No prerequisites.
Right, so if you want this setup reliability boost, you need to grab it from the catalog or WSUS. It won't come down automatically through standard WU patching. Important distinction.
Okay, let's do a quick wrap-up then. Key takeaways from this June 3rd report.
We saw previews for Win 10 and Win 11 24H2, bringing quality fixes, some UI tweaks like the calendar flyout, new Win 11 features like Click to Do and Copilot stuff, and importantly, that BitLocker BSOD fix.
And we flagged that really valuable new admin control for energy saver settings in Win 11 24H2 through MDM and Intune. That's a direct policy win for you.
Yep. Then those specialized AI component updates for Copilot PCs on 24H2, boosting image processing and the local language model, delivered automatically but very hardware specific.
And finally, the multi-OS dynamic updates. The Safe OS update fixing that critical LSAS vulnerability in WinRE for better recovery stability.
And the Setup Dynamic update, improving feature update reliability for 24H2 and Server 2025, but needing manual acquisition via catalog or WSUS.
Right.
So looking at all this, maybe a final thought to leave you with. The way these updates are becoming more granular, tied to specific hardware like Copilot PCs, targeting individual components, arriving through different channels, it really raises a question about managing complexity. How do you, as administrators, plan testing and deployment when the landscape gets this fragmented by hardware, by feature, by delivery method? It's something we'll all need to adapt to.